A very good morning and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms at number 471 Papanui Road. My name is Mark Morrison, one of two auctioneers working alongside you here this morning. I'm flanked and joined here by my good friend and fellow auctioneer, Mr. Chris Kennedy. Good to be working alongside you today, Chris. I'd also like to acknowledge, firstly, if I can, our sellers. I'd like to thank them for their ease of access, their presentation, but first and foremost for their choice and agency. We do appreciate and acknowledge that there is choice out there in the marketplace, and we acknowledge and thank them for their choice in choosing to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Now, if I can, I'd like to take a moment now to introduce you to some of the owners and management team within the Harcourts Gold ranks. Lynette McFadden off to my right, lovely to be joined by you here in the Gold Rooms. Lynette. John McFadden, he's floating around somewhere as well today. Over to my left, I have Kyle Sutherland. I have Doug Soper as well, part of our management team here. Anna McKenzie across the room as well, and Margaret Danza as well from our Redwood office, and Nicola Cray as well joining us here from the Parklands office. So plenty of help, plenty of assistance here. Should you need any assistance throughout this morning, do just put your hand up and make yourself known to one of the management team, and they'll be sure to give you some assistance. Now, I know the team at Harcourts Gold, they will have made all the relevant documentation for today's auctions available to you, including the LIM, the title, and the contract from which we work from, which has been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society. Now, of course, when it comes to bidding at auction, it should come as no surprise to you that there are a few rules and regulations that we must adhere to. First and foremost, it will come as no surprise that we sell our properties subject to a confidential reserve price. I won't be disclosing that to you. It's your job as the bidders to get the bidding up and over that level. Now, assuming we can work together and do that, the highest bid whose bid that Chris or I accept shall be the purchaser. Now, we may nominate the sum by which those bids increase. We can refuse a bid if we deem it not to be in the best interest of our owners. And if a dispute does arise with a bid, if there's any argy-bargy over the bidding, which I highly doubt, you look like a good bunch of people, but if there is, we'll simply revert to the last undisputed bid and we'll reopen the bidding increments from there. Now, in the absence of your bidding participation, Chris or I as auctioneers, we may place bids on behalf of our owners. These are known as vendor bids. Now, if we do exercise that right to place a bid, you can be rest assured of two things. The first one is we will nominate that vendor bid exceedingly clearly using language such as vendor bid or the bid is with me. And secondly, you can be rest assured that vendor bid will always be placed under the reserve price. Best course of action for you good people is to bid with confidence over and above that vendor bid. Now, at the conclusion of the auction, which is nominated by the gavel coming down to the rostrum such as this, if it comes down in your favour, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser this morning. Before you commence those celebrations, you've got three obligations to fulfil. The first one is that you need to sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved sale and purchase agreement guide. Secondly, you will sign the agreement and you'll arrange to make payment of a very neat 10% of the purchase price. And thirdly and finally, you will complete the GST information as outlined in Schedule 1. So crystal clear, that's the way that we'll be playing the game here this morning. You are, of course, bidding and buying on a cash and unconditional basis here today. Well, we've got a wonderful lineup of properties here in the Harcourts Gold Auction Room, some 9 properties for your buying and bidding pleasure. I'd like to welcome up our first offering of the day, number 1, Worsted Road in Cashmere, and I welcome in Ash Sutherland Todd from Team Sutherland Todd. Lovely to be working alongside you, Ash. You've been the relocation specialist, helping out all the interested parties over the last few weeks in bringing to the market this beautiful home in Cashmere. Number 1, Worsted Road. It's more formally described as being an estate in fee simple, being a very generous 506 square metres of that fee simple land, lot 25 on deposited plan 2049, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Ash and the team will have made exceedingly available to one and all. Now, a list of chattels that remains unchanged to the documentation that I work from. I noticed that there is the under tile heating in the bathroom, so socks certainly won't be required on some of those cooler mornings. And there is the excluded chattel as well, which I will just note and outline there. There's the lampshade in the middle bedroom, so that won't be there come that conjoined settlement and possession date, which is set up for Friday the 17th of July of this year, or 10 working days after the grant of the probate, whichever of those two is the latter. However, Ash, I understand that's all looking good, and that should be coming through very, very shortly. Looking good on that front. Very good. I also draw your attention to the further terms of sale towards the rear of the agreement, clauses 21 through 23. But as I mentioned before, I'm going to take it as read that you have read and understood this agreement in its entirety, and you understand that you are bidding and buying on a cash and unconditional basis here this morning. Well, let's go and take one last look through number 1, Worsted Road in Cashmere, a property I had the privilege of visiting just a couple of days ago on a much more fine and beautiful Canterbury day than we're experiencing out there today. But this is a location, it's a picture-perfect tree-lined street. As I pulled up outside the property, that was my first impression, is the actual street and the surrounding houses really are lovely. This is a real honey of a home. It's not too big, it's not too small. I think it's just about perfect in terms of its size. I love some of those special features that I saw throughout the home. Wherever I turned, I was greeted with something a little bit different. Certainly not a cookie-cutter home by any stretch of the imagination. There's that renovated bathroom with that stunning stone wall feature. There's that inbuilt bookshelf in the lounge space as well. And of course, that schist finish on the exterior is a lovely touch as well. The outlook from that main bedroom, as I gazed out the window, I really enjoyed as well. You get a glimpse of the Port Hills out behind you. And of course, I also saw on the skyline the St. Augustine's Church there as well, just up on the skyline as well, which is a very nice look there. Meaning if your religion happens to be going to church on the weekends, or perhaps your religion is a bit of recreation up on the hills on the bike or out running, well, you've got it all there nice and handy, no matter what you like to do in that regards. Thorrington Primary, well, that is just down the road as well at one end of the street, and at the other end you've got Thorrington Reserve there. So if you want to get out and play with the kids in the park, well, you've got that on your back doorstep as well. Just around the corner you've got the block of shops, so if it's a burger, the butcher, or a beer that you need, well, that's all going to be taken care of as well. It's all close by, a whole lot of upside. I can see why this area is so popular. Cashmere is a hot area, there is no doubt about it, and it doesn't get much better than number 1, Worsted Road. So folks, all I need to know now is what your opinion is on value. Where do we see the price? What's your opinion? Send me a like, kick me away with opening bid, opening offer.
600.
600 here. Got you there first, sir, at 600,000. Good luck to you at 600,000. There's another bit over there. Would you like to place that now?
610.
At 610, would you say 20, sir? Perhaps 20,000. 620, thank you. And he obliges in, would you say 40 now? We're moving in the 20s at this stage at 640, and he does at 640 here. 660 would be this. Be the retort, sir. Just quickly now to 660, can you say? But at 640, I have here on the wall against you. First chance at 640,000.
650.
650, okay, I'll take the 10 now.
60.
And 60, he gets there. And 70 over the back. Moving in 10s now, 673 faces. Here we go, and 80. At 80 now. At 680 for one Worsted. What do we say, who goes 90 next? You tell me. But it's against the wall here, against you both.
85.
At 85, okay, cuts me in half again, puts forward another 5 then at 685 and 90 here. I'll move in the 5s if that's what it takes. But at $690,000, first chance at 690,000. Second, Worsted Road, close to the hills, lovely location, tree-lined street. Third, final time at 690,000.
Mark, you're on the market and selling.
Wow. There you go, folks. Surprise, surprise, we're on the market and we sell for 690. Hammer goes up. What do we say? Last chance, otherwise I do sell the property here for 690. Last chance. What do we say? What do we say next? Got to fight for good property such as this. I'll give you 3 opportunities, otherwise I knock it down and I sell to this good gentleman here. Happy to take another 5 if it helps, sir. Wouldn't want to lose it for 5 grand, would you? Beautiful home. 2 more here at 692. There we go. Good strong bidding at 692,000. I welcome you back in, sir, or you on the back corner as well. Ash, is there any more money, any loose change in the pockets? But at 692,000, I'll call it through 3 times. First chance at 692. Offer you finality. No more open homes. Shoes on, shoes off. Second opportunity at 692. Third final time at 692,000. All done, all silent. It goes, it is. Sold! Congratulations! Well bid, well bought. Attention back to the front of the room. Certainly a hot start here in the Harcourts Gold auction room. Fantastic offering up first. So well done to our lovely owners and congratulations to our buyers. Moving right along to our second beautiful offering, and I welcome in Debbie Soper. Debbie, fantastic to be working alongside you. Debbie, she's friends to all, even those that she is yet to meet. So great to be working alongside you here, Debbie. Debbie's been marketing over the last few weeks number 4 Hemsworth Mews in Casebrook. This is more formally described by the legal boffins as being an estate in fee simple. 714 square metres of that fee simple land. Lot 103 on deposited plan 316821, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Debbie and the team will have made available to one and all. Now the list of chattels, that remains unchanged to the documentation that I work from, so certainly no surprises there for you good people. Vacant possession, that's guaranteed on settlement date, which is set out for 28 days from the date of sale or any other date by mutual agreement. Also draw your attention to the further terms of sale at the rear of the agreement, clauses 21 through 23 inclusive. And as of course I have mentioned already this morning, your bidding is on a cash and unconditional basis here today. Well, Hemsworth Mews, this is a home of substantial proportions. I really enjoyed that double height entrance. As I came in, it meant that I was under no danger of hitting my head as I walked in through the front door. As you flow in through the front entranceway, you're met by the kitchen. That really is the hub of the home here, as you can see on the photos up on the slideshow. And the kitchen space is flanked on either side by living spaces and dining options. So it does give a lot of flexibility for busy and large families. Now downstairs there's an office space which arguably could be used as a 5th bedroom, so certainly generous proportions here in terms of the sleeping arrangements. Flowing upstairs, you're greeted by a further 4 bedrooms. There's plenty of space here for the whole family. Bunk beds will certainly be out of the children's vocabulary, there's no doubt about that. When it comes to coming home to this beautiful home, internal access garaging will greet you, which is perfect on a day such as this, meaning it's easy for you just to flow back inside into this lovely home. There's more storage in here than in a shipping container. This really is a perfect home for large, busy families, as I mentioned. And I love the fact that it's situated at the end of a cul-de-sac as well, meaning it's going to be perfect for the kids. They're going to have a nice, safe fence section that you can see there. And also, that cul-de-sac's always good for riding bikes and a bit of cricket with the friends from the house across the road. So a whole lot of upside. This is a magnificent family home for one lucky purchaser today. As I said, I just need to get your opinion on the folding. What do we see it at? What's your opinion? Send me a like with an opening bid, opening offer. Well, everyone's a bit standoffish, Chris. It's like the school dance, isn't it?
That worked, didn't it?
It did, didn't it? Yeah. I can see you and you can see me, guys, but this is interactive here this morning. Need to see your hand in the air for the opportunity for you to buy. Perhaps a little bit of an encouragement, perhaps a bit of an idea from the auctioneer is what you seek out. Could I suggest $625,000 to kick things away? At $625,000, I expect a Mexican wave of hands at that level. It's $625,000. Very good. Will you hesitate? I won't. Happy to place a bid on behalf of my owners at $625,000. Vendor bid, very clearly not selling at those levels. I chase down your interest at, say, $25,000 rises from there, but certainly don't let me limit you. For number 4, Hemsworth Mews, fantastic location. Geez, a whole lot of house in a location such as this at a price like this. At $625,000, and I'll call it through 3 times. First chance at 6, 2 and 5. Second opportunity at 625. Third and final time at 5/8 of $1 million at 6, 2, 5. Well, you surprised me, folks. I'm going to advance the bidding on behalf of my owners through to 650. Another vendor bid placed with me on behalf of my owners at 650,000. We move things north slowly but surely. For you to have the opportunity to speak to owners, it's just got a little bit more expensive to do so. So I need to see your bidding participation at this stage. First chance at 650,000. Second, third final time at 650. Well, Debbie, this is surprising. I'm going to place one more vendor bid on behalf of our owners, advance the bidding to 675,000. Unless I see your participation, folks, I'm going to be passing the property in to Debbie and the team, and we are going to open it up to conditional interest thereafter. So at 675, I'll give you 3 final chances. 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, Debbie, I will pass the property back into your very capable hands, and we're going to accept any interest, conditional or otherwise. So do make yourself known to Debbie if you've got interest in this outstanding home, or in fact the agent that you are working with.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In the interest of expediency, we'll move through to our third offering of 9 today. By way of introduction, my name's Chris Kennedy. Indeed, my pleasure to be working alongside you all this morning and with Mark Morrison. I do remind you that at Harcourts Gold, we are a full-service real estate company having a property management company across the road that's headed up by Jackie Youngman and Nairi Baker. So if you're here today looking for management opportunities, we certainly can help you with all of those needs. Caleb Grippian, nice to be working alongside you on this wintry day. It can only improve from here. Always good to have you in the auction room, and always good to see the progress being made on the east. Are you all set to go? Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, I take you to our next offering, which is more importantly known as number 144 Inwards Close, Parklands in Christchurch. It is a fee simple. It's a freehold parcel of land, some 738 square metres on Lot 1, deposited plan 465104. It is contained and described in Certificate of Title, folio 621192 of the Canterbury Land Registry. No change in the chattels list, so I won't go through that. Your bidding today, that's GST inclusive. So what you bid is what you pay. And of course, your possession and settlement date, one of the same, set down for the 2nd of July 2020 or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. We take that you have read, you have understood clauses 21 through 24.2, and of course you bid, you buy on that basis, and cash and unconditional is your contract. Ladies and gentlemen, I love this property. It's situated in what I would say is the recreation mecca of Christchurch. That Bottle Lake just around the corner, really offering you a wonderful lifestyle. If fitness is your gig, if fitness is your thing, this is it for you. It's a short stroll, a short bike ride, or even a trot over to the Bottle Lake Forest there to set your scene for the day, or set your scene for the year in terms of fitness and look. This is a wonderful offering for the discerning buyer. Modern and secure 3-bedroom home nestled in a rear section. And for those of you that know me, I love rear sections. They offer privacy, they offer tranquility, but they offer space for everybody just to mill around and be what they want to be. Beautiful garden setting and, of course, large open spaces we have. This home, it is sun-soaked, it's living areas, and I've said privacy and space to kick a ball around in that backyard. Endless options, I'd suggest, producing quality of life here, ladies and gentlemen. Call for your opening bids and offers. Where do you say go? Well, that worked. Gee, that'd just, you'd be all over it at that. I thought you'd just. I did. I was getting up. This is a beautiful home, ladies and gentlemen. Look, you hesitate. I don't. $480,000 on a vendor bid with me now at 480. $480,000. I invite your competition from here at 480. $480,000, wonderful 3-bedroom home, double garaging, off-street parking, setting the scene here, ladies and gentlemen, at 480. $480,000, I'm not going to place another bid at this stage, ladies and gentlemen. I call for your participation at 480. $480,000, I give you 3 opportunities. Once, twice at 480, looking for 10% at the fall of the hammer. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. Third final call at 480. You surprise me with your silence. Cracking good location. Wonderful opportunity at 480. Well, Caleb, I'm staggered. Very surprised at 480. As Mark's already alluded to today, there should have been a Mexican wave of hands throughout the room here at 480. $480,000. I'm going to pass back to you if there's no interest here, ladies and gentlemen, at 480. Again, I give you another opportunity. Once, twice, third. Well, Caleb, back to you at 480. I know you've got some interest outside of the room. We'll continue to work with that interest as the day progresses. And good luck to you and, of course, our owners. I'm going to hand back to my good friend and colleague, Mr. Mark Morrison.
Well, folks, I'll just draw your attention back to the front of the room. Great to be back up on stage here. Great work there from the impact player, Mr. Chris Kennedy. We now move forward to our next offering in Redwood, number 77 Regency Crescent. This is a property that's been marketed by Cameron Bailey and Catherine Aiken. Nice to be working alongside the both of you. Certainly been professionalism personified. I'll spit out my sentence eventually. And working with Cameron and Catherine. Now it's more formally described as being an estate in fee simple. 639 square metres of that fee simple land. Lot 78 on deposited plan 44081, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Catherine and Cam will have made available to each and every one of you good people. Now the list of chattels, that remains unchanged. For anyone that's got cars, well, you'll be happy to know that there's going to be plenty of garage door remotes. I know that there are 3 there in the included chattels, and vacant possession that is guaranteed come our conjoined settlement and possession date, which is set out for 13th of July of this year, which incidentally is a Monday, or later, or by mutual agreement if that's been agreed to in writing by our owners. I also draw your attention to the further terms of sale at the rear of the agreement, clauses 21 through 24. But I'm going to take it as read that you've read and understood this agreement in its entirety, and you acknowledge your bidding is on a cash and unconditional basis here today. Well, let's go and take one last look at this property in Redwood, 77 Regency Crescent. This is a superbly positioned proposition in Redwood. Regency Crescent, well, that's a quiet enclave of homes just tucked in off Grimsey's Road. It really is a perfect location, nice and safe and easy for those perhaps with family and young children who might want to be biking along the footpaths and playing in the streets. Nice and safe in that regard. As we flow into the house, you'll see that kitchen and dining space, well, they flow easily out to those living spaces, both inside and out. There is an easy flow into that nice and secure and grassy outdoor area, so you'll be able to keep an eye on the kids playing in that fully fenced and secure piece of land. There's no doubt about that. While mum and dad, well, they can just sit back and relax and perhaps enjoy one of their favourite adult beverages. There's 4 double bedrooms throughout this home. They're all serviced by the family bathroom, and there is an additional separate shower as well. So morning rush hour and the rush for the shower, well, that's not going to be a problem here in Regency Crescent. There's the double internal access garaging, which I mentioned before. That's the icing on the cake, which means that everyone will be staying dry on these cold and wet Canterbury days that we do occasionally get. Well, folks, All we need to do is figure out your opinion on value. Who'll send me a like with an opening bid, opening offer? Where do we say go? Just one at a time, please. Try and catch all your bids if I can. Perhaps 500,000 to kick things off might be a nice, safe, comfortable level to get us underway. Geez, 500,000, that's a whole lot of house at this level. At 500,000 then, on a vendor bid, not going to dilly-dally here at 500,000, and I will give you 3 opportunities to bid over and above that level, otherwise I'll be passing the property back in. At $500,000, I'll call it through 3 times. First chance at 500,000. 4 bedrooms, showers, flexibility there for whole family, lovely quiet street. Second opportunity then at 500,000. Third final time at $500,000. All done or silent. Well, Catherine, we are going to pass the property back in. Now, I would implore you and suggest that if you have any interest in this property, conditionally or otherwise, do make yourself known to Cam or Catherine, or in fact the agent you're working with. We are expecting some conditional interest soon after on this wonderful home, and that should come as no surprise. So do make yourself known to the good team, and they'll be sure to look out for you. Moving right along in this wonderful catalogue of properties that we offer you here today, we move on to our 5th offering of 9 lovely homes, and we move across town now to Brindwa, and I welcome in Debbie Sofa. Debbie, you close deals in heels, and it's been fantastic to have you working alongside our beautiful owners and bringing to the market number 15 Chislehurst Place in Brindwa. It's more formally described as being an estate in fee simple. A very generous 951 square metres of that fee simple freehold land. The best land available to us here in New Zealand. That's made up of Lot 10 on deposited plan 22894, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Debbie and the team will have made available to one and all. Now, the list of chattels, that remains unchanged to the documentation that I work from here. It is extensive in its detail. There's no doubt about that. Vacant possession, that's guaranteed and will be there for you come settlement date, which is set up for the 28 days from the date of the sale, or another date which has been mutually agreed to. I draw your attention to the further terms of sale as well at the rear of the agreement, clauses 21 and 22. Well, I visited this property a couple of weeks ago, Debbie. This is a sensational home. It's clearly one that was built to a standard and not to a budget. If first impressions matter, well, this is a home that will make a truly lasting impression for anyone that has the pleasure of living there or, in fact, simply visiting. As you enter in through the front of the property, I love that glass wall atrium that really pulls you into the home from the expansive triple garaging. You're going to be greeted with a multitude of living spaces in this sensational home. That kitchen, well, it looks reassuringly expensive in terms of the whiteware and the appliances that are in there as well. Surely that wouldn't have been a cheap one to pull together. So you're going to be able to enjoy that kitchen and create wonderful meals in there for friends and family. Throughout all the living spaces, there are multiple bifold doors that open out onto that deck that just wraps around the entire property. So that indoor-outdoor flow, really, really easy for you to flow out and enjoy the sunshine. You've got the stream boundary there of Taylor's Creek as well. So that's just going to add to the appeal, add to the enjoyment, add to the peace and tranquility as well. Flowing upstairs, well, the master bedroom, it's an opulent space for the home's head honchos, but the rest of the gang, well, they're going to be looked after as well. There are two further upstairs bedrooms, and then there is also one bedroom back downstairs. That's perfect for any guest that might be coming to stay. So you've certainly got flexibility there. Perhaps one of the teenagers might like the downstairs bedroom for any late night jaunts that they might be up to. There's ducted heat pumps throughout as well. There's smart wiring and speakers. And you've got the who's who of the school zones of Christchurch as well. That's just the cherry on the top, I might say. A huge property, a wonderful opportunity. Gee, this is an outstanding home. I welcome in your interest. I'm keen to see what your opinion is on value. What do we say to kick things off? I'm in your hands. 15 Chislehurst Place, what do you say? Room descends into silence again. Everyone's strategizing.
Someone's keen.
He's keen, isn't he? Very keen, but he's gone. He's run away. So, who's in the room? Who's going to bid? What do we say? Perhaps $1.35 million to kick things underway for a home such as this. Shall we call that the line in the sand? Well, I'm going to place a vendor bid then at $1,350,000 on a vendor bid, not selling at those levels, and that will come as no surprise to you, good people. At $1,350,000, I chase down 50,000 risers, but certainly don't let me limit you. If you want to bid me 1.5, I'm pretty sure I'll take it. At $1,350,000, I'll pull it through 3 times. I'll give you 3 opportunities to buy. First chance at 1,350. Whole lot of property, geez. Superior build here, fantastic location. Second opportunity then at 1,350,000. Third, final time at 1,350,000. Well, I'm going to advance the bidding, Debbie, on behalf of my owners to $1.4 million. Folks, if you're here to buy, you need to stick your hand in the air. You need to loosen up those shoulder muscles. Get the hand in the air for the opportunity to bid, the opportunity to buy. But at 1.4, that's my second vendor bid. Need to see your rises in 50 over and above that level. At 1.4. First chance. Second. Third final time at $1.4 million. Gee, this is surprising, folks. A whole lot of home in a location such as this. Boys, girls, and Burnside High zones to boot as well. So if you're raising any children and you want them to be a genius, well, you're going to be happy in a location such as this. You've got all the schooling options here as well. I'm going to advance the bidding then one last time, on behalf of my owners to $1,450,000. That'll be my last vendor bid. So if you have any interest, now's the time for you to put your hand in the air. First time at 1,450. Second, third final time at 1,450,000. Will be surprising, but I'm going to pass the property back into you. If you do have conditional interest in this home, make yourself known to Debbie or the agent that you're working with. She'll be sure to help you out.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Harcourts Gold auction rooms here on a dull morning, but of course a very hot room. We would bid you all the very, very best with your endeavours this morning. Cameron Bailey, nice to see you once again in the room. You were here earlier today, back again. Nice to be working with you. You've had a good campaign in this stunning location, in this magnificent home. You all set to go, Cam?
Yep.
Good man. Ladies and gentlemen, more importantly known by the postie as number 28B, Jeffreys Road, Fendalton, Christchurch. It is a fee simple. That's a freehold parcel of land, some 651 square metres more or less. It is on lot 1, deposited plan 537560. It is contained and described in certificate of title folio 894492. Large chattels list. That hasn't changed from the draft I'm not going to go through those, but I do note there is a surround sound system there for you just to plug straight into to get those beautiful sounds on a Sunday morning going. Ladies and gentlemen, your bidding today, GST inclusive. So what you bid is what you pay. Your possession and settlement date, one of the same. Set down for 10 working days from the date of this agreement or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. We take that you have read, you've understood clauses 21 through 23, and of course you bid, you buy on that basis. Gee, let me take you back to 28B just one last time. A sense of pride, quality and home starts at the front door, I'd have to say, at 28B. It is just magnificent. Those polished concrete floors, they're heated. There's already been a call today that no shoes required here. It's just straight in there with your socks and you will feel that wonderful heat. I love the quality of the home. It just shines, it sparkles. As you wander through that kitchen, that's the hub, that's the central location. And what you've heard me say it before, but I'm very confident that my kitchen rules will want to set up the next show here. It is just delightful. Quality appliances, stone benches, it is really just magnificent. It is nothing short of inviting. Beautiful big doors opening up and making expansive living, free-flowing doors out to outdoor areas where you can sit, you can entertain, you can barbecue, you can have those al fresco dinners. It really is just absolutely. It's a magnificent property boasting all of the comforts of contemporary construction. It's sleek, it's modern, it's spacious. I love the living, as I've said. It's effortless living is what I would suggest. Downstairs, bedroom with ensuite and toilet for those guest accommodation. Upstairs, dedicated to family, your own accommodation wing, and of course master with sensational ensuite and a main bathroom. Off-street parking, double garaging, but more importantly set in the heart of Fendalton and access to the best education precincts we have on offer here in this wonderful city. Ladies and gentlemen, call for your opening bids and offers. Where do you say go? Here's your opportunity to set me alight. Not a silent auction. Call for your participation. Anybody think we're at the library, Mark? Call for your bids here, ladies and gentlemen. So,
Have you been to the library?
I have been to the library here in Christchurch. It's a beautiful building. Will you hesitate? I don't. $1,300,000 with me on a vendor bid. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Line in the sand at 1 and 3 is the bid now. $1,300,000. I chase 100 from here at 1,300,000. Is there 1.4 in the room anywhere? At $1,300,000, and who bids me 1.4 for your future at 1,300,000? $1,300,000 once, twice. Beautiful offering here at third call at 1.3. Well, you hesitate, I don't. 1.4 back with me on a vendor bid. At $1,400,000, vendor bid here, ladies and gentlemen. Invite your participation. Let's say 50 from here if you like at 1.4 is the bid. $1,400,000, I call for 50 on the rise at 1,400,000, and who bids me 1,450? Would be good for your future, look great on your resume at 1,400,000. First call then at 1 and 4. Twice the money at 1,400,000. Third final call at 1,400,000. Well, 50 back with me, 1,450,000. 1,450,000, that's a vendor bid. We're not selling at these levels, ladies and gentlemen. I invite your participation to carry me north at 1,450,000. Is there 1.5 in the room anywhere? At 1,450,000, I look for 1.5 on the rise at $1,450,000. First, second, third call at 1,450,000. Well, back with me at 1,500,000. Cam, I'm surprised at 1,500,000, but I'm not going to place another vendor bid at this level at 1,500,000. Constitutes great value, ladies and gentlemen, at 1,500,000. I invite your bidding from here at 1 and 5. $1,500,000. I'll give you 3 opportunities. I pass. It's had its time, ladies and gentlemen. Once, twice, third at 1,500,000. Cam staggered at 1,500,000. I know you've got good interest outside of the room. We'll continue to work with all of that interest. To you and our owners, all the best for your endeavours and good luck for the rest of your day. I hand back to Mark Morrison to take us through
Well, folks, if I could just have your attention back to the front of the room, welcome in to anyone who has just recently joined us and come inside out from that rather bleak and miserable day. Certainly a hot day here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms. Plenty of good opportunities ahead of us for the astute bidders and buyers amongst us. Now, we're actually going to move forward in our advertised program here this morning. We're going to jump forward if we can, to number 84 Heaton Street in Mirabel. So if you're here for this opportunity, then now is your chance. And I welcome in Debbie Soper for the third time today. Clearly good things come in three, Debbie, and working alongside you for three auctions here this morning. I know that you've had a busy campaign with good interest here at number 84 Heaton Street in Mirabel. It's more formally described as being an estate in fee simple, 640 square metres of that generous fee simple land, being lot 21 on deposited plan 4014, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Debbie and the team will have made available to each and every one of you. Now, of course, vacant possession is guaranteed, given that we are selling a section here, and settlement date, well, that is set out for 28 days from the date of sale, or, of course, by another date as mutually agreed to by both parties. Also, just draw your attention to the fact that we do have a registered telephone bidder in the room. I've cited the paperwork in line with it. I'm exceedingly comfortable with that. So do just be aware that we may have some bids coming in via the telephone. 84 Heaton Street in Mirabel. Well, they say that the best investment on earth is ironically earth itself. And this is, I think, a fantastic investment opportunity in a stunning location in the heart of Mirabel, one of the best locations here in our fair city of ours. In terms of that investment opportunity, it doesn't get much better. This is an empty plot of land, which means that there are options, there are opportunities here for you to perhaps build your own family dream home in this location. You know that you're going to be surrounded by other stunning and equally quality homes in this area. Perhaps there's room for you to develop. I know that there have been plans put in place for this section as well for 2 dwellings. So there are opportunities there depending on what you would like to do with it. The kids, well, if you have kids, they're going to be able to walk to school or perhaps bike there. There's many of the best educational locations very, very close to this section. Mum and Dad, you're going to love the fact that you've got Elmwood Park literally just across the road and down the road a couple of 100 metres. The tennis club is there as well for any Roger Federer wannabes. And there's, of course, all the amenities just around the corner in Mirabel as well at your fingertips. So here's your chance to create your future best memories. But in order to do so, I need to get to your opinion on value. I need to see your hands in the air. Where do we set things away? What do we say for an opportunity such as this? They're not building much more land, much more dirt in Heaton Street. Silence. Jeez. All here to watch the auctioneer talk all day. Very good. Well, perhaps a little bit of guidance is what you need from me. Can I suggest a nice, easy, comfortable 600,000 to get things underway? 600,000 for 84 Heaton Street. What do we say? Very good. Well, a quiet, calm room this morning. Clearly here for other offerings, but gee, this is a good one right in front of us now. At 600,000 then on a vendor bid to kick things underway. Not selling at those levels, no surprises there, folks. Bid here, would you say 650, sir? At 650, welcome in to you. All the very best in your bidding. At 650, there's your competition, folks. It's not me, it's the gentleman standing in the back of the room. At 650,000, I welcome in, say, increments of another 50,000 moving forward, but you tell me. You call them, I'll count them up. First opportunity at 650. Second opportunity now at 650,000 with the gentleman at the back of the room. 700. There you go. Good bid at 700. It's a 750 on the retort. 720. Okay, you put forward 20,000. I'll work with you, sir. You seem like a nice chap. At 720,000, I have. He puts forward another strong 20,000. Got to fight for good property, good dirt such as this in a location such as this. At 720,000. Kyle, is another 20,000 on the phone? I'd expect no hesitation at this level.
And no pressure.
And no pressure either. Now everyone's watching you and not me. How good's this? Hold tight, sir. At 720,000, you hold the bid. Do you bid me 740, sir? Would you like to bid on top of yourself, just to keep things moving forward? Got to ask. Good strategy. What do you say? First chance, Kyle, at 720,000 against your telephone bidder. Second opportunity for 84 Heaton Street. Bid here. On top at 745,000. Oh, okay, I'm trying to take the higher bid, just testing. At 725,000, puts forward 5, and I'll take it from you, sir. Fresh interest here. Be encouraged by the interest. What's your retort now, sir? At 725, it's against you, but only just. At 7, 2, and 5. 3 faces in the race at this stage. Got to fight for good dirt such as this, I would have thought. First chance. At 7, 2, and 5. 740, good bid, puts forward 15. That's a good strong bid. Same for you, sir, can I suggest? Go like for like, put forward another 15,000 on top. But at 740, it's against you and against you on the phone as well, Kyle. 7, 4, and 0. Sir, one bid, seldom buys. What's your next move up the ladder? Packed room, everyone's dying to know. At 740,000. Another 15. 745. Okay, well, you're going to stick in the 5s. I'll keep coming back to you for those $5,000 bids all day long. At 745, he puts forward another $5,000 at this time. At 7, 4, and 5. Kyle, haven't forgotten about you on the phone.
I'm still here.
Good to see. Can see you, but only just. Sir, at the back of the room there, what do we say? At 745, what's your retort? You put forward another strong 15. That would be my suggestion. 750 back in, thank you, Kyle. Moves forward another $5,000. So high fives being thrown across the room. At 750 at $750,000. Still great buying in Heaton Street. First opportunity on the phone at 750. Second opportunity, it's on the phone here at 750. Here, it's against you and you. Third.
Good practice for the tennis court.
755, puts forward another 5. Here we go. Playing out the strategy. You can see it playing out in front of you. Lobbing the cross-court winner back across the room then at 755. It's against you, Kyle. And, sir, it's against you as well. Don't go quiet on me. Don't give up on me yet. I get enough rejection at home. I don't want to be rejected in the auction room as well. But at 755,000 here. In the corner, on the far corner. First opportunity. At 755. Build your dream family home in a superb location. If you build 2, live in one, sell the other. Your choice. Second, at 755,000. Bids here at the back of the room in the corner at 755. The alarm goes off. Is that the bank manager ringing? I don't know. But at $755,000, hold tight, sir. Can't sell, won't sell at these levels. Who puts forward a strong 10 to keep things moving forward? The 5s aren't working at this stage. Kyle, how's our man going on the phone? He's still here? Good. Still here? Good. Good to hear. Keep working hard. At 755,000 for Heaton Street. Doesn't get much better in terms of location than this. Third final time at 755,000. Sir, can't sell you at this stage. You increase your bid just another 5,000. You've liked those 5s. Keep moving perhaps to 760. It'll look better on Facebook at 760 than it will at 755. Ever the optimist are us auctioneers. Got to ask the question. Working hard, Anna McKenzie there. She's wearing out the carpet down the back of the room. She's doing her 10,000 steps, that's for sure. Got the Fitbit on, Anna? Well, you need to get one for next week. At $755,000 then. What's the next rung up the ladder? Sir, at the back of the room. Any more interest? Would 2.5 help? I'll shorten my stride if it helps you. Get your nose back in front for another 2,500 if it helps. That's it. Get the calculator out. It all stacks up at this level, I would suggest. At 755. Great location. Elmwood Park just down the road. One of the most picturesque parks in this fair city of ours. Plenty of bystanders here in the gold auction rooms. Feel free to join in. Have a bid at any stage. At 755,000. Waiting some instructions here. Can't sell, Sudi. Just keep the bidding moving north. Also, I'm happy to welcome you back in if it helps as well. But at 755, it's against you. You started off so well. Let's just keep things moving if we can. At 755 against you in the far corner. And Kyle against you on the phone as well. Need to keep things moving forward. Need to keep your nose in front for the opportunity to negotiate. Anything can...
We're going to pause and just step out to have a conversation.
Very good. Well, folks, I'm going to call it through 3 final times. Anything can happen if we pause and negotiate, including the property being withdrawn from sale. So I'll give you the last opportunity to get your nose back in front. I suggest if you want to hold the power and have the opportunity to negotiate, now's the time. First time at 7:55, second. Third final time at 7:55, last chance.
Last chance.
Very good. Well, I'm going to park, seek some instructions from our owners. Can't sell to you at this level, folks. Sit tight and we'll be back with you very, very shortly. Well, folks, thank you for your patience. We now move forward again in our listed program to our last offering of the day, which now becomes our second to last offering of the day, number 28 Prairie Street in Fennelton. And I welcome in Mr. Cameron Bailey and alongside him, Brendan Hart. They've been your real estate 1-2 punch, one of the most dynamic duos working here in the Harcourts Gold real estate team. They've been bringing to the market number 28 Prairie Street in Fennelton, more formally described by the legal boffins as being an estate in fee simple. 561 square metres of fee simple land being lot 1 on deposited plan 76650, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Cam Brennan and the team will have made available to each and every one of you. Settlement date that is set out for Friday the 18th of September of this year, and I also draw your attention to the further terms of sale clauses 21 and 22 towards the rear of the agreement, but just to remind you good people that your bidding is on a cash and unconditional basis here this morning. Well, Prairie Street, this street sits in an enclave, sits in an area of properties that I absolutely love. I love the location, so close to Rickett and Bush, and of course the very famous markets there on the weekend. You've got the mall just up the road, and a little further afield you've got Hagley Park and all the recreational pursuits that you might care to enjoy in there, and it is just a beautiful place to be all year round. Now, when it's time to come home and retreat back to this home, well, you're going to be greeted by a home that is situated in a location that it's really going to chase the big yellow in the sky all day long. I love the fact that that bedroom towards the rear of the section, the rear of the house, that's going to see the sun in the sunshine, and that master bedroom, it's got its own ensuite, it's got the walk-in wardrobe and the nice dressing table area in there as well. So certainly a nice place to get yourself ready for the day. The sun's going to chase the property's going to chase the sun, I should say, all day long into that open plan kitchen, dining, living space as well. You've got the family bathroom as well, which services bedrooms 2 and 3, so there's certainly plenty of space for any friends or family that might be staying with you. It's all underpinned by the fact that it's in the boys and girls high locations as well for those educational needs. That means this house is forever going to be popular if for whatever reason you might choose to sell it one day. But I would suggest that this is going to be a home that you too are going to enjoy many, many happy years ahead. So all we need to do now is figure out where we see the value, what's your opinion, who's got the folding, who'll set me alight with an opening bid, opening offer. In your hands. Very good.
800.
800 there over in the back corner. Thank you and good luck to you in your bidding at 800,000. There's the line in the sand, folks, at 800,000 to kick things off. Can I suggest we move forward in 50,000 increments? You tell me, you call them out, I'll count them up. At 800,000, that's our first bid. We're underway at 800,000. Need to get your hand in the air if you've got interest. Over and above that level, I'd expect multiple hands up at this level at 800 000. First chance at 800 000. Second opportunity.
9 here.
9 here down the front. Good luck to you as well, sir. Welcome a new face in the race. Puts forward a strong 100,000 as well. Doubles me up. Should have asked for more. Lesson learned. At 900,000 is the retort, sir. Straight back to $1 million. I would have thought so. But at 900,000, it's against you here at 900 000. The gentleman's put forward 100,000. At 900,000, first opportunity. Second chance, if you've got any interest in this home, need to see your hand in there, you need to get your nose in front. Third and final time, coveted location, outstanding opportunity here in Prairie Street. Would a 50 help in the corner here? Any other interest? Happy to shorten my stride just to move things forward. Happy to work with you for any interest.
920.
920, would you say 25? Round me off at a quarter. Thank you, sir. At 925. So we move forward in the 25s then at 925,000. And 950 back in, of course he is, at 950. Sees the value here all day long. At 950, next rung up the ladder is 975,000. First chance, seated and centered here at 950. Second up.
975.
975, thank you. Moving forward at 975 million, but millions the next rung that he does. He obliges at $1 million. There we go, we're over that hump together at $1 million, $1,025,000 can I say, here on the nod, and $1,050,000 here, sir, is the retort. It's against you here at 1025. Shakes the head, don't like the look of that.
It's quite practically.
It is damaging, I understand that, Chris. There's been some research on that. Up and down's much easier. At $1,025,000, it's against you. I'll call it through 3 times. He says he's out, but I'll come back and check, sir, multiple times. First opportunity, there's your first chance at 1025. Second opportunity at $1,025,000. Walking distance to Rickett Markets, the mall just round the corner. Great location, side of the sun. Third, final time at $1,025,000. So I'm happy to shorten my stride again as I did before, if that helps, just to keep things moving forward. Perhaps another 10,000 on top. No, all done, all silent at $1,025,000. Okay, well, I'm going to call it through 3 times unless I see higher bidding, better offers. I'm going to pause and seek some instructions from our owners. Can't sell, won't sell at those levels. At $1,025,000 with the gentleman in the corner. He's got his nose in front at this stage. $1,030,000 here. Good bid. Puts forward 5. 5,000 here. 5 for you if you like, sir. On the nod at $1,035,000. And 40 can I say? But $1,035,000 it's against you in the corner. Welcome you back in at any stage, sir, if you like, but at the moment it's here at $1,035,000 in the corner. For Prairie Street. No more open homes, no more blue books. It's a great read, but I'd rather not have to read it forever and ever if I had to. At $1,035,000 first chance. Second now. You gonna let him have it? Third. Final time at $1,035,000. I'll pause and seek instructions. Anything can happen at that stage. Another 5,000, sir. What do you say? $1,040,000. 50, good bid. Doubles me up, puts forward 10. It's the way to do it. Been to bidding school clearly. At $1,050,000. Savvy buyer in the room. You're out. Well, don't give away your strategy. I'll check back in with you. At $1,050,000. We move things north. First opportunity at 1,050. Second now. Third and final time at $1,050,000. Can't sell at these levels. I'm going to pause unless I have another bid just to move things north. Sir, haven't forgotten about you. Any interest at this level? Anywhere else in the room? Well, Cam, I'm going to pause in and seek some instructions at $1,050,000. We'll be back with you very, very shortly. Folks, thank you for your patience. We now move forward to the last offering of the day, number 185B, Queen's Park Drive in Parklands. Clearly, judging by the number of friendly faces I see in front of me, a lot of interest in this opportunity in Parklands. I welcome in Mr. Foss Shanahan, another fellow big man in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms. Good to have some good height in the auction rooms. Foss has been your tour guide towards home ownership over the last few weeks and bringing into the market 185B Queen's Park Drive in Parklands, more formally described as being an estate in cross lease, being flat 2 on deposited plan, 36851 as to having a half undivided share in 612 square metres more or less of that cross-lease land, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Foss and the team will have made available to each and every one of you. Now, I do note the excluded chattels being the security camera and associated equipment. They are excluded, so don't expect to see them there come settlement date, which incidentally is set out for Friday, the 17th of July of this year. Finally, I just draw your attention to the further terms of sale, clauses 21 through 26 inclusive. Most pertinent in there being the fact that this property is being offered on an as-is, where-is basis. And of course, you understand that your bidding is cash and it is unconditional here today. Well, Foss, this is certainly a wee beauty, a wee ripper in Parklands, certainly perfect for a whole myriad of opportunities and options for the good buyers out there. I like the fact that this home features the modern kitchen. It links well with that dining and living space as well, so there is nice interconnectivity and nice flow throughout the house, and you'll be kept nice and cosy and warm on these cooler Canterbury days with the heat pump there in the living room. The bedrooms, there's 2 of them. They are both generous in their size, but especially the master. And the bathroom offers you flexibility as well, with the bath and the shower as well being separate. So anyone with little babies will, of course, appreciate the beauty of having a bath, as I have found out myself in the last year. Now, this is one of 2 units available in the block, as it were. They're separated by the garage, so you're guaranteed nice and peace and quiet here in this location. A whole lot of upside. Gee, this is a wee cracker, as I said. I'm under instructions from my owners to open the bidding on their behalf at $50,000, and I'm going to chase down 10,000 increments from there. So at $50,000 to kick things underway. 60 here. Thank you, Foss. Good luck to your buyer at $60,000. Who bids here? 70. At 70 here on the back wall at 70,000 now, and is it 80? Sir, it is. On the nod, on the hand. At 80,000 now, would you say 90? It is. Hand up and back to 100 is just 2 in at this stage, and I welcome in anyone else. 100,000 here seated. Would you say 110? 5, 110 at this stage I need. Moving forward in the 10s, I'll look for the 10 elsewhere.
115.
115 here. Good, 115 here. 120, okay, we'll move in the 5s, then you see Madman. At 120, I'll take 5 from you, sir, if you like. There it is at 125. Moving forward in the 5s at this stage. 150. Love it. 30,000 on top. That's the way to do it. Who bids me 180? 60 on top, or just 160, I would suggest. At $160,000, ever the optimist, at 160 puts forward 10. Another 50, do you say? 175, mixing it up. I love it, sir. At 175 puts forward 15 on top. Another 5 here. You're going to stick in the 5s again at 180. He's 180 already here. 185 it is now with you. Sir, another 15? No, 20. 185 here against you. First chance at 185, 2 here at 187. I got this gentleman here first, sorry, at 187. Would you say 190? You do. Puts forward 3 on top then at 190. 195, high five to you, sir, at 195. 200 puts forward another 5 here. Moving quickly, got to fight for good property and opportunity such as this. But at 200,000 in the back of the room, Chris Lewis's buyer's working hard. First opportunity at 200. Second. Quickly now. 202, okay. 204. At 204. Moving north. At 204. 210. Good bid. Puts forward 6. 6,000 on top. Another 6 for you, like for like, if you say. Like 1. Okay, why not? At 211. We're on the market. We're selling. 212, okay. Here we go. We're on the market, folks. I sell away at 212 and 13. 215, even better, at 215. 215,000, the hammer's up. I'll call it through 3 times. First chance at 215. Second, come on, sir, you've come this far. Another 1,000 if it helps. Third final time
Bid.
Bid here at 16. Puts forward 1. He's got his nose in front. New face at 17. Thank you. And 18. 20. 21. We're in the 2s as well. 22. Good. At 222. All the 2s line them up and knock them down. At 222 and 24 and 26. With you, sir. 20. Yep, 22. We're at 226 here. 27. Okay, 227 with the lady. At 227. Chris Lewis working strong there at 227. At 227,000. 8. Bid here at 228 with you, sir. Got you there at 228. Sir, what about you? Haven't forgotten about you or sir against the back wall. 230. No jokes about the dentist. At 230,000. First opportunity. I sell away. Second. Third final time at 230,000. All done or silent. It goes, last chance. We're all done. Another $500, sir. Sell it to her. You give me the permission. Aaron, what are we doing? Is he all done? He's all done. The white flag's up. We're all done, all silent. It goes, it is sold. Congratulations. Attention back to the front of the room. I appreciate your patience here this morning. I take you back now to number 28 Peruri Street in Fendleton. We paused a little while ago at $1,050,000. After some discussions and negotiation, I can confirm the bid still sits at $1,050,000 now. Unless I see another better bid over and above that level, I will be passing the property in where we open up to the conditional market as well, and your competition is just going to get that little bit stiffer. So if you are cash and unconditional here and have any interest in the property over and above that level, I suggest now is the time for you to stick your hand in the air. So at $1,050,000, I'll call it through 3 times, otherwise I pass the property back in. First, second, third and final chance at $1,050,000. All done.
1070.
1070. Good bid. Puts forward 20,000 and we're back alive at $1,070,000. 1070. I'll just let that sink in as we reignite and we respark the bidding at $1,070,000. First opportunity to bid. What's the strategy now? Second opportunity.
Pausing to talk.
Pause again.
I'll get to 3 and then we'll pause. Third and final time at $1,070,000. Another bid, otherwise I do pause and talk with these good folk here. In or out, need to know. Very good. We're going to pause and seek some more instructions at $1,070,000. Brendan, we'll be back very shortly. Thank you. Well, folks, I thank you for your patience and your continued attendance here in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms. I take us back to number 84 Heaton Street in Mirabel. We paused a little while ago on a bid at $755,000 after some conversations with our highest bidder. I can confirm the bid still stands at $755,000. So unless I see a higher bid, a better bid or offer, I will be officially passing the property in to Debbie and the team, and we'll be opening it up to the conditional interest thereafter. So as I said, if you are cash and unconditional here this morning and have the ability to bid over and above that level, I would implore and suggest that you do that now. But I'll give you three chances. First opportunity at 755, second, third and final time at 755,000. All done or silent. Well, Debbie, I'm going to pass the property back in to officially pass the property in at 755 and open up, as I said, to the entire market, conditional and otherwise. Sit tight and we'll be back very, very shortly with an update on Peruri Street as well. Thank you for your patience once more. I take us back to number 28 Peruri Street in Fendalton. We paused a little while ago on an increased bid to $1,070,000. After some more consultation and discussion, can confirm that we've had an increase in the bid through to $1,075,000. I'll just get you to confirm that bid there. Thank you, at $1,075,000. Folks, still not at a level that we can sell this morning. I'll give you 3 last opportunities, unless I will be passing the property back into Cam and the team, and we'll open it up to the wider market. So at $1,075,000, first opportunity. Second now. Third and final time at $1,075,000. Are we all done or silent? Last chance. Cam, I'm going to pass the property back into you then. We'll continue those discussions. If you have any interest in the home at Peruri Street, north of that $1,075,000, I'm sure Cam and the team will be happy to help you out. Well, folks, that concludes our proceedings here in the Harcourts room. A warm and very good afternoon, or still the rest of the morning just. May the rest of your day be the best of your day, as Aaron Davis says, and we'll see you next week in the Harcourts Gold auction rooms.